So today we answer the age-old question, should Canon recall all their cameras and go out of business and donate their company to Olympus? Let's talk about it.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So we're on the Fuji that could. Little Samyang 12mm Tony 2. I brought it in a notch just to see if the stabilization's any better tucked. Instead of I'm always like this, no longer in focus. Such a wide aperture lens. So Canon, that's quite the pickle you're in. You release these cameras, you do heavily market them towards 8K, the video, finally. Canon's stepping up since the days of the 5D Mark II. We're back. And then we see people starting to get the cameras now and it's overheating like mad. There's a couple people that made it work. One guy shot an ice cream commercial. He did the whole thing, I think it was in 720p. Had no problems overheating. As long as you're shooting 480p, you got a nice camera, barely cost you anything. So the money you save, just put it towards the very affordable RF glass. You got yourself a system for like $7. But I tell you, this thing sure does look unreliable. I wouldn't buy it, knowing that just what I do, like I press record, it's usually going for sometimes half an hour or more. I should be able to do that. Like I shouldn't have to lower down to line skippy mode. That's bullshit. It's funny, Andrew Reed from eoshd.com, I think. I like his site. I like reading the Camera Rumor sites, DP Review, and then his site for the real. He's a bit edgy. He has some edge to him, and he ain't afraid to tell it how it is, and he's really ripping into Canon for these releases. I swear to God, you turn on that saw one more time, old man. He did it. So it's funny, he's pushing for a full-on recall of this camera, like it's not ready, it's defective. You can't, it's false advertising. I kind of agree. Like, if Canon's honestly pushing this thing out and shipping it in this state, where you can only film in 10 minutes, and basically every time you press record, it's panic mode, countdown. You're just like, okay, oh God, you're panicking. What kind of state of mind is that to film in? You want to just be free. It's like, okay, can I film forever? All right. Oh, the tally light, thank you. I don't want to be filming videos in my panic room while burglars are downstairs and I'll have to make a 4-minute clip before it. Oh God, oh, the password, what was it? And the funny thing is, we're still basically back where we thought we were with Canon. They can't do 4K properly. They just can't. It's line skippy. It'll never be there. Maybe in 6 years. And then Sony will have 18K and I'll be able to edit it on my new LEP book. We knew this piece of shit was too good to be true, the R5 and R6. I have a feeling it's going to look very similar to just Canon EOS R HD. Maybe upscaled slightly, but like Canon's HD is fully, I think, full pixel readout, don't quote me on that. Versus line skipped 4K, will it even be better? They did not improve the dynamic range. Fuji will crush it, Samsung NX1 will crush it in detail, dynamic range, and autofocus. Maybe not, unless you prefer the hand detect. We got you there. My God. We got some Iowas, some shoes there, flower shoes, with burn holes in the sole. How did that happen? Doesn't even seem possible. A belt, pink candles, and a either hair roller or an alien dildo-like thing. You didn't hear that? Free VHS. What a day to be alive. What's up, buddy?
What's up?
Hey!
Summer!
Yeah! He was like, can I be in the video? It's like, you wanna be? That's his message. Summer! It's an important message. Now, I guarantee you buy either the R5 or R6, and you film in your line skippy mode, you can make great videos. Hands down, for sure. Even though it's crippled as heck, and you're overpaying for it, you could, theoretically, make good videos with it. So don't feel too bad that you wasted so much money. That was a grasshopper. Do feel bad and punish yourself for it with cookies that are spoiled. Buy stale ones tonight and eat them. And the stomach ache is your reward. for being a Canon user. But my god, compared to the other options out there, Sony a7S III, so reliable and fantastic, pushing the envelope. Fuji X-T4, fixing most of its problems, soon to be perfect in every way. IBIS update coming. Never. I would argue that the Panasonic GH5S has better dynamic range and image quality in general. Like most cameras, you put it up against the R5 and R6 for what you're paying. It's pretty sad. It's a sad, grim, and the RF lenses, so heavy and expensive and not even that exciting. The 1.2 primes, nobody needs that. 85mm 1.2, the 85-2 looks somewhat appreciable, but I have an eerie feeling that it's gonna have terrible focus breathing, just like all their other lenses. That is terrible. Should we stop it down? Half a stop? Did that make any difference back there? People were asking me to test this lens in a landscape-like photographer fashion. Oh look, someone's porch. Oh, Helen's gonna make lemonade. Oh no. She added sugar to the lemonade. And now she's shaky and there's motion blur in the shot. I didn't use a fast enough shutter speed. How will I ever sell her the image? Maybe she'll give me a cup of lemonade for my troubles. So here you go. Let me focus to infinity. There it is. 5.6 landscaper's dream. And is everything so sharp you can't even believe it. Wow. Look at this neighborhood. Can you hear me on the secret mic that I'm recording with that nobody knows about? I've said too much? So knowing that you can't use these Canons in a professional environment, you can't rely on them, so it's designated to YouTube scrubs, and even then we can't use its best features, so we're just in bullshit modes. Is it still worth it? And should they recall it? Honestly, I would recall the thing. I would put a heat sink in there, something. Add 10 grams of weight, who cares? A little copper in there, make a little orgonite pyramid, and maybe it'll heal us. I feel bad for Canon though. How much is that gonna cost? Recalling all that lineup and then further developing it with heat sink technology, and oh my god, and then they were just cyber attacked with some ransom? Does that even exist? Ransomware? You can steal files and then try to sell them back for an R5 with a heat sink? That's what they demanded.
4K 60p split. Oh, he turned. Oh no.
Honestly, the best thing Canon can do right now to stop the bleeding, come out with a firmware update that gives us some semblance of dignity in the 4K. It's not the high quality 8K to 4K that overheats, but something better than the line skipping mode that doesn't overheat. And then people will be like, alright, and then apologize, and just put a 8K 5-minute limit, or even 2 minutes, we would have accepted that. It's the cooldown times that really suck. You shoot your camera for a bit and then you're done for 2 hours? Who could do that? Who could live like that? Just a tip for anybody who has these terrible cameras. The Fuji X-T4 overheats 4K 60p in about 15 minutes inside a house that wasn't even that warm. But if I turn the LCD screen off, I can record indefinitely. So maybe with the R5 you turn your screen off, Dual Pixel got your back. It'll handle you. And then maybe you can, I doubt it. Fuji does it. Fuji loves you. I would recall the cameras personally. I think you have to, and add a little heat sink and then you're good. But you lied. You basically lied. You gave us a stupid camera that doesn't work. It's embarrassing. I guarantee you the Panasonic G85 would crush it in autofocus, dynamic range, stabilization, memory card, storage, capacity. Not that last one, but the other three. What are you gonna do about it? There's a corner caddy for the bath and a thermos. I wouldn't mind trying the R6, I'll be honest with you, with the EF 24mm Tony 2.8 stabilized lens. That's probably, nobody's trying that for some reason. It's the best combo. Eat great, lose weight. That's a lie. And all these people complaining about Canon IBIS wobbles. Oh, the terror. Have you seen it? Oh, it's worse than anything. Do you not know how IBIS works? You can't use wide lenses. Why is everybody, oh my god, what is happening? We've known that since 1971. It doesn't work. That's why you gotta go 24 mils and up. 20 mils sometimes. All these people with the 15 to 35, bro, that's the vlogging lens. It weighs a kilogram. The hell's your problem? Bring something with you that's not gonna ruin your arm structure. When you're 90 years old, asshole, think of the future. Take a bath. Take a sitz bath, you dick. I'm telling you, 1 kilogram weight is max. This is about 895. Maybe a little bit more with my secret mic that you can't even see. That's the problem though with Canon. They don't have any other lenses. They have that one giant zoom on the wide end, and there's no 24 mil primes, no 20 mil primes. You gotta go to the EF glass. It'll probably still autofocus okay, but it's a stupid system. So what do you think? Should Canon recall their whole line? I think they should, but that could be too costly, especially in these times. It's like, maybe skip that one, wait for the Mark II. We'll see. Let me know down below after you bought a Tone shirt. It's out of focus, you can't even see it. How did the microphone perform today? I don't have one, so don't even answer that. Subscribe though for more videos, and I'll see you next time.